Hey.
What's up?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Faire, specifically. Wholesale.
Pacifically or specifically?
Specifically.
I know you said specifically. Yes, Faire Wholesale. Faire has been amazing this year, and the year's almost over. About ready to be done with our hectic week, our last push. So I kind of wanted to talk about Wholesale.
Yeah.
And Faire.
Yeah, so it is actually set up really similar to how Etsy is set up. So it's like Etsy, but for retailers to log in, and then they can just shop all the handmade goods at a wholesale price.
Yep.
So it's just one-stop shop for retailers to stock up their store.
So, but recently we got asked about Faire and had to perhaps maybe get some more sales on Faire. This year we have done over 300 orders on Faire. About 10% of those are reorders. So we get roughly maybe one every day or so. Yeah, I wanted to go into why how we can get more orders, how we got these orders.
Yeah.
Luckily for us with Faire, we never even applied. They kind of reached out to us and wanted us to be on the platform. So I didn't have to deal with any of that headache, and it has been super nice. We joined it in early 2019?
I think so.
Maybe middle of 2019?
I think maybe middle, because it was fairly, we had some sales, and then the pandemic hit, and then we had no sales.
Yes.
And then the pandemic kind of let up, and then we had a lot of sales.
Yes, it's been a roller coaster ride on Faire. With anything, really, right now. Yeah, so our first year, we did 80 wholesale orders, and then this year, we did over 300. So pretty good growth.
That's a lot.
Next year is going to be crazy. Okay, so first off, I wanted to talk about some marketing with Faire.
They make it super, super easy to connect with retailers, which is really nice.
Yes. So you can actually email all of your existing customers that have ever bought from you. You can say new products, sales going on. It sends them an email directly to their inbox. And
you can select previous buyers or everyone that's on your contact list through Faire. They have templates that are set up for you, so you can just input your information, and it makes it look really professional. You can input your logo and all of that stuff and send it to everyone. So easy.
Very easy. Looks very nice. Very professional.
Yeah.
So we do that every once in a while. I've done it a few times for when we have new items released and I want to push them and see how they do. But we've only done it a couple times, and it has actually been pretty successful. We usually get a pretty good order-through rate and click-through rate on the email. Right, so next up is the markets that Faire has. So about twice a year, Faire will have a winter market and a summer market where they will match a percentage off of whatever you want to offer.
Which is really nice. But you need to make sure you do the math, because we did it once and we're like, let's offer like a really big discount. You're selling wholesale, so you're already at 50% off.
Everyone's at 50% off on Faire.
And then we offered, I don't remember how much on top of that, and then Faire would match it. So we were offering like 80% off. We made like no money and a bunch of work.
But we got a ton of orders and learned our lesson.
It got our names out there, I guess. But the summer and winter markets are actually really nice because it kind of works like an in-person fair, if you will. So Faire will send all of their retailers, all of their buyers, information on who's going to be part of the summer or winter markets.
And you can set different tiers for these markets. So if they spend X amount of dollars, you can give them X amount of percent off, and then so on and so forth. So that's what's been nice.
So it's really nice as a maker to get our names out to more buyers, and it's actually really nice for the buyers because they have so many great opportunities to get really nice product at a good price for their stores.
So summer and winter markets, sign up for those, give your customers a good discount, but not too much.
No, I mean, you can even be like, I think our first tier, you have to spend $250 is our minimum. And we're offering 5% off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and then
not
Faire
a
will
ton.
match the 5% off.
And then Faire will match it, so
it's 10%.
10%, and then I think new customers get 15%. But I mean, we have 3 tiers. So that's the first tier. The second tier, they have to spend $350 and get 10%. The third tier, they have to spend $500 and get 15%. I think.
Yes. So yeah. But on to the tiers, or on to the minimum orders, rather.
Yes.
I want to talk about that because I've been debating on getting rid of minimum orders. There's a few people on Faire that do not have minimum orders. And as a retailer, if I'm looking to buy product for my store, but I want to kind of do a test run, I don't want to have to deal with a minimum order amount. I just want to buy maybe a few of them and see how they sell through. So if you just want to get sales and it doesn't really matter the minimum order, which to me it doesn't, we can get rid of our minimum order. So I think that might be another way to where you can possibly get more sales on Faire.
However, that being said, I think that's...
Are you disagreeing with me?
I'm not disagreeing.
You're
I'm just saying
disagreeing
there's another
with me.
way. So Faire lets you sell samples. So these samples are just one piece. If a buyer wants to see something in person, but they don't want to buy the minimum, you can have samples, and they can buy just a sample from you, and that would be the cost of just one item. And then they can decide if they want to spend your minimum order or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are a couple of different ways you can do it.
Yeah. I think I just want to get rid of the minimum order, though. Because I feel like everyone that wants a sample has always been like, had to email us and we have to work with them and try to figure it out. I feel like the samples are not user-friendly on Faire to request a sample.
I do think they could be a little bit more user-friendly, but we just don't have them set up on every single listing. You, as a seller, have to set up the sample. And I don't know what people are going to want a sample of.
It's too tedious.
So I've really only set up the samples when I get requests from buyers.
Yeah.
So
another way you can probably get more sales on Faire would be lead times. Unfortunate for us, I feel like we do have a long lead time. So that is only because all the stuff I make is made to order. I don't have the space to necessarily make this huge inventory. And plus my inventory gets scratched, dented, dinged.
Covered in
dust. I gotta clean it. It's just not feasible for me at this point. Yeah. But if you have a fast lead time, that is also an incentive for another retailer to buy from you, compared to somebody else that has a 30-day lead time like us. Yeah. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We plan on helping out as many people as possible with Faire and growing their small business.
Not only Faire, but we hope to sign up for one or two other wholesale accounts. So when we're closed down, I'm going to do some research and figure out what one is going to be the best fit for us, and we can talk about that later too.
Yay, more work for me. So what I would do is I'd go and look at all of your competitors and see what their lead times are. And you want to beat them. If they're 30 days, be 20 days. You just want to be the most appealing product in the room, whether it be fast shipping, quality items, your price, everything.
Yeah, and a couple things that Faire does really well. On your dashboard, when you become a seller, it'll give you helpful hints to improve your store. Like, hey, your lead time is longer than whatever percentage of sellers on Faire. Maybe you should change that. Like, it gives you advice, which is super, super convenient. I mean, advice on pretty much everything that you need to be successful.
Yes.
Yeah. And it just kind of walks you through it, and it's really easy to understand and improve your store that way.
Yeah. So make those changes.
Another way to increase your sales on Faire is be really personable with all of... Is that what you're going to say?
You know, that's exactly what I was going to say, but I'm not even personable enough to communicate that message across efficiently.
So, I mean, Faire is set up where you don't even have to talk to your buyers. You don't have to if you don't want to. However, I feel like we get more return customers when every time we send out an order, we send a message to the buyer saying, thank you so much for supporting our small business. You should be receiving X number of boxes. You know, just be super, super nice.
Yeah, just let them know it's on their way.
Yeah.
Let them know if they have any questions, concerns, that you're there to help them along the way. Faire's kind of set up just, you can buy stuff and sell stuff without ever even saying hi to the person that's buying and selling. So it's kind of weird in that aspect.
Yeah.
But be as personable as possible. We just send the outgoing message for when the orders are going out. However, this following year, we are kind of changing it up and we're going to actually go above and beyond. Again, just trying to be that much better than our competitors. We want to have a message soon as they place an order. So we're going to thank them for their order.
A couple things I want to do with that. I want to create like a welcome packet. I want to capture their email address so I can add it to our personal Concrete and Copper email list. So if I need to send them out, hey, there's coupons or we're running a sale not on Faire, then they can come directly to our website and order that way. I also want to send them photos that they can use on their social media or their website. I've been asked that a couple times, so I just want it ready to go and just give that the option to everyone. I also want to send them an updated catalog of all of our wholesale things that we offer, just as a thank you so much for selecting us to be a part of your store. This is how I can help your store grow. Yeah. Which also benefits us.
Yeah. And with you being more personable too, they're more likely to be more personable with you, and they're going to talk more, you're going to communicate more. And ultimately, we found that when we email them and are more personable with them, they will actually shout us out on Instagram more and say, hey, we got some product from Concrete and Copper. So then we share that, and then we kind of point people to go buy stuff from them.
There's a few stores that we're in that are like in Vermont or Virginia or Colorado, which isn't too far away, but some of them are like clear back east, and like, why is your store so far away? Because I really want to visit.
Yeah, we can make those trips.
We should just make a trip just to go see some of our vendors.
Yeah. So, but yeah, be more personable. Just try to be, I guess, as accommodating as possible. If I have an item that arrives broken, I don't even question them. I don't need the picture. I trust them. They run a small business. I'm running a small business. You can request pictures, but I try to just make my life as easy as possible for my my buyers. So I just replace the items.
Yeah, and I feel like the quicker you are to do that, the more 5-star reviews you get. I think we have 2 4-star reviews on Faire, and the rest are 5. And a lot of them have to do with our packing being eco-friendly, which is nice. And our customer service and the quality of our items.
Customer service, number 1. Just make sure you're doing that, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So.
Go for it. Let her rip.
Yes. Next thing I wanted to talk about with Faire is a couple things. So just for us, their response rate when we have questions or issues has been about a day, which I think is fine. I know some other sellers don't really like the response rate from Faire, but I feel like they've been helpful, especially when we got an order from a customer that we've been dealing with.
They're local.
Yeah, for I mean a couple
years
years
we've
now.
sold to them.
They joined Faire and they purchased from us, and because they were a first order, Faire took 25% of our earnings. Yeah.
But since we already had that relationship with them, we just had to reach out to Faire and say, hey, we know these people. Here's our previous POs from them off of Faire. We just had to upload that PDF, and then Faire lowered that commission rate back down to 0%. So that was nice.
0.
Took about a day, but I mean, I was okay at the day.
Yeah. So yeah, did you want to talk about the different percentage brackets?
So when you get a new customer on Faire, you pay Faire 25% of the commission for acquiring that new customer. And if that customer is a repeat customer, their reorder is about 15% commission. Faire's taken a big chunk of my money, but they're also bringing me a ton of business. I see it as a win-win. With that, you can actually go out to retailers that you know in your area, and you can give them a direct link to your Faire for 0% commission.
Yes.
And it just makes it nice because it's a third party. They take care of everything.
All the finances are through Faire, which is nice. And all the shipping as well. Also, you can have a direct link to your Faire wholesale on your website. So if you sell on your own website, you can have your direct link for wholesalers to buy through Faire if you want them to go that way. And then they'll be charged $0 because they went through your direct link.
Yeah. So yeah, just make sure your margins are good.
Yep.
If your margins are good, Faire has been amazing. I think that's all we have for Faire, right?
Yeah.
I'm cold out here. Are you ready?
I'm actually not too bad. Just my hands are cold.
I just downed some ice cold water, so
we have to be prepared to be
Shivering.
cold tonight. We are
Yes.
actually going up to North Ogden, where we both grew up.
Yep.
They do Christmas Village
Mhm.
in downtown Ogden, and it's like a big square block
decked out with lights.
Yeah, it has so many lights and like little houses that local businesses put together, so you can like walk and see inside the little houses of what the businesses have done.
Yep.
And I'm super excited for Jackson to see it
His
because I
first
think
time.
he's gonna love it.
It's gonna be cold though.
Yeah. it'll be
Shivering
cool.
my timbers.
Yeah, and we're gonna help Opa decorate his Christmas tree.
Yep, I'm not a Christmas tree decorator.
That's okay. I'll help Jackson hang stuff up because he wasn't allowed to touch mine. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to a Christmas tree, and right now we don't have room for 2 trees, so
Yeah.
we just have a pretty tree that only Mom gets to decorate.
Yeah. We're off to go do some family stuff. We're gonna bring the camera along and just record any of that. So if you want to tag along, go for it.
Yeah.
If not, thanks for watching all the Faire stuff.
Yeah, just like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
I mean, we'll be posting more videos about being a small business and how to succeed and help you guys succeed. And we also post a lot of our cute little man.
Our little
So if
dude.
you want to see him.
All right, well, let's go have a good time
Okay,
with the family.
woohoo!
See ya.
Let's go.
Hey, bud. What are you doing? You see the puppies, dude? Oh, puppies!
You guys got the tree all decorated?
Yep.
Did you help decorate, Riley? Are you having fun? Hey, mister. Are you having fun? Whoa! Turn it that way, you can see the
Whoa! Dude, is that the Grinch?
What's in there, bud?
Puppies? Puppies?
Are you having fun? Is that right? Yeah?